Hey guys, I'm Sunny. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to introduce a topic called the selfish gene, what manipulates our lives. Most of us believe that love is a uniquely human nature. However, some scholars have argued that undifferentiated love is not consistent with human nature. So, question: what manipulates our lives, and how do human beings emerge? The general consensus is that the evolutionary theory. So let's go to a short video from the YouTube to introduce what is evolutionary theory. The extensional answer is provided by Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins, a fellow of the Royal Academy of Sciences, is an evolutionary scholar. He has been named one of the 100 most powerful living public intellectuals in the world. In 1976, he wrote a book about his research. The book is called The Selfish Gene. At the beginning of the book, Dawkins begins with an important contention. Human evolved from genes. About 3 billion years ago, there was no life on Earth, just a few organic molecules floating on the calm surface of the ocean. Sadly, at some point, a very special being emerged, which we call a replicator. Replicator needs to reproduce itself in order to survive. In this way, in order to perpetuate, different replicators have to compete in the ocean for the resources that allow them to replicate. Some of these genes gradually learn to use proteins to protect themselves in order to improve their competitiveness. They begin to create shells and containers for themselves, and thus give rise to all kinds of life, including, obviously, humans. In other words, humans and all living things are indirectly created by genes for their own perpetuation. Their original purpose was to create a container more conducive to their survival. By this logic, keeping genes alive is a reason for human existence. According to Dawkins, to be a good gene, it must be ruthlessly selfish, and those genes that did not possess selfishness disappeared along the long line of evolution. Humans are only temporary, while genes can exist forever. This is where the selfish gene comes from. Of course, the word selfish is only an anthropomorphic expression. The gene is neither selfish nor not. Its only purpose is to perpetuate itself. After understanding the selfish gene, what are specific applications in human life? Let's proceed with human emotion. In the primitive nature, the concept of emotion did not exist. In the ancient times, human beings reproduced in order to perpetuate their genes. When the body in which the gene was born was about aging, the gene would manipulate the human being to transfer itself to the next body, thus giving rise to love or affection, as we call it. This can be better reflected in other creatures, such as octopus. The octopus is a highly intelligent creature, but the lifespan is extremely short. The reason is that whenever reproduction is to take place, the male octopus will either be eaten by female or will enter the aging stage and die within a few days to few weeks. The female octopus in the hatching of small octopus will become very aggressive. Although there is no lack of food around it, it still does not eat anything, just silently guard the small octopus being hatched surrounding. When the hatching of baby octopus is complete, the female octopus has already died, and this small octopus relies on the female octopus corpse through the initial stages of life. Here it sounds like the great maternal love, but for this materialistic word, it clearly does not make common sense. Biologists have discovered through the dissection of octopus, the suicidal reproduction of octopus is mostly genetic selection, because octopus have the habit of eating each other. That is, if a large octopus does not die, it is likely to eat small octopus. The continuation of the gene does not allow this to happen. So here's a question: why should we care about this? Because in the materialistic world, this selfishness has been gripped deep into the genes during the long time of evolution. The human body is like a high-precision machine. The genes is a programming of this machine. This may sound a little bit frightening, but for thousands of years, human beings have been able to break out of the control by genes by restraining their nature. As human civilization has developed, we have explored philosophy, researched science, and even metaphysics. Human beings are so called human beings mostly because we have self consciousness. We are able to control our own lives, not be in charge of anything. So, today the topic has finished.